Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the pressure to constantly generate creative ideas? As a designer, I know how difficult it can be to face a blank page. Today, I will show you an incredible tool called Recraft AI that is changing the way creatives generate and develop concepts. Recraft AI is more than just a simple image generator. It's like an infinity digital canvas that allows you to import reference and inspirations, generate vector images, create custom color palettes, and develop brand concepts from scratch. For example, if you are working with a client who needs a complete identity for a car service, Recraft can be incredibly helpful. It can also be perfect for making mockups or prototypes for a client who needs a complete corporate identity. The first thing we will do is import the reference that the client has provided. For example, we can generate a vector logo or create a color palette based on the client's references. Today, I will show you how this tool works. The first step is to get into the website. And here we have the first example of how to create a mockup or a prototype. They show us step by step how to do it. First, we have to select the image. In this case, they show an image of our airplane. So we select the image and tell it convert to mockup up here at the top. And what it does is to give a volume to the image. And there you have it. And as magic, we can see that the logo blends into the image perfectly. So that's the first example we see here. The second example is creating vectors. Here they also show step by step how to do it. They give an example with this cat. And here you can generate color palettes. If you're working on a client on a corporate identity, you can import your own palettes. This function is essential for any designer. We're gonna tell to generate a logo of a bird using the vector art style. Now, to convert to vectors or make it transparent, we can just right-click and here we can remove the background. And as you can see here, I removed the white background from the image. Another super powerful feature of this tool is that it can export this logo as vectors, such as an SVG, which you can import into Illustrator and change the colors if needed. Another example. So here we already have the image of a bird, and we are going to generate a mockup. We are going to tell it to create a mockup of a woman with a gray t-shirt. And here, we give it the mockup function and import our bird inside the image. As you can see, it is perfect to create the volume and create the blending of the image inside the t-shirt, as if it were part of the texture of the t-shirt. Here we can also see another examples of how to erase areas within a vector or an image. This is something similar to what you can do on the new Photoshop with the generative fill. Another thing we can also do is to upscale or improve the images by changing the resolution if you have a very small image or very pixelated. Another important thing to mention is that this tool is for free every day. You have 50 credits, but the credits change depending on the generations you create. If you are working on some projects that needs more variations, I would recommend that you pay for a monthly subscription. Let's change here from another image that I already have regenerated with more resolution. Well, this image of mine is a frame of a video, so the resolution is not that good. Here is already made the enlargement. And here we can see the result of the enlargement of the scale to increase the resolution. I think in this case, the result is not very good. It is very similar to what Photoshop does when you enlarge the canvas. So what it does is to smooth out the image. And we can also convert this image into vectors. And as we can see here, we can change the palette of colors. So for example, if you're working with a client that needs a specific palette, you can do it on this option. Then we can also change the style. So let's apply this one. Change the palette of colors we want to use, as we can see here. Let's see how this converts this image into a vector generation. And here, as you can see at the top, you can say to keep it similar to the image, very similar or completely something new. Well, and this is the result. It generates this image. It looks very cartoony style. I think the result is good, but it also depends on what we want to generate. Okay, let's import another image. And we take this frame that I didn't do it in Recraft. I did it using Flux. And here, this image already has much more resolution. Let's see what else can do this vector generation style. So let's change the style to this one here. And let's see what it generates. And in this case, I put more details to be more similar to the image. So we give it a prompt. In this case, we put a guy pointing. Okay, so here's the result. And as we can see here in this result is that it has more similarities to the original image. But as I said, that depends on what we're actually looking for. Let's do another example. Using an image of a coffee pack and create a quick logo called Cold Coffee. Here we already have the result. Let's give it a mockup option. We drag it and it has already generated mockup with the coffee bag and the logo. Now what we can do is to create a poster. This function generates a poster using the image that we already have of the mockup or prototype. Here we say that it generates the text that links to our image. Here we already have the result. It's also an option that Photoshop can do in this case. But well, we have to see that this is a free option. In conclusion, Recraft does not eliminate human creativity. On the contrary, it empowers it. It helps us overcome creative block, generate quickly ideas, and present professional concepts in record time. If you are a designer, entrepreneur, or simply someone who needs to create visual content, Recraft AI could be your new favorite tool. Try it and take your creativity to the next level. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, put the notifications in the description below, and also, if you are interested on how to generate videos without showing your face, you can click on this link and watch my other video where I talk about that. Okay, that's it for me now. See you next time. Bye bye.